the LEADER approach to rural development. Since its launch in 1991, LEADER has been allowing rural communities in the EU to play an active role in shaping their own future, evolving over time to now forming an integral part of all national and regional EU rural development programmes.
LEADER's an evolution. We're now in the 4th programme and we're looking towards a 5th.
The evolution of LEADER spans from what was once called a community initiative program, where basically the people could pilot the bottom-up approach. It has turned out a big success, what shall I say. There was an impact left, and therefore it became a program in its own right.
I think that during last almost 20 years, LEADER program proved that it's very important for development of rural areas, and I would say that there's no doubts that LEADER program is a big success.
Projects like this are absolutely critical because they're creating jobs at a time when it's difficult to create jobs at a macro level. This is working right at the local economy, using local produce, and ultimately it's about making use of everything, the resources, whether that be about the natural products or the people themselves.
The funding was vital to us, and we look forward to going back to LEADER with our new expansion plans, which will be comprehensive.
In local development terms, LEADER was the programme which reached the parts that other programmes didn't reach and did things which other things couldn't do. I believe more than ever that it really, really works.
The number of LEADER local action groups is growing, with their role continuing to act as that crucial link between the community and rural development policy at national and EU level.
Local action groups are the heart of progress when it comes to innovating your area, because they are the pool of stakeholders that can shape the future. And we have seen a huge number of new local action groups. Let's not forget we have now 2,300 local action groups.
It's very rewarding work for me because you can see the actual changes. We can make a difference from children to old people. It's really about the community, life itself.
And from 2014 onwards, proposals aim to allow local action groups to access a wider variety of European funds for their community-led local development, ensuring that LEADER continues to grow.
Money really matters, and now when we look the next program period and we are talking about multi-fund, we can also use European Social Fund, we can use the Fisheries Fund, and this is giving us a wonderful new opportunity to go to new geographic areas, go to new thematic areas, and now we are making a big project to get those city people also involved in community thinking.
In fact, the LEADER approach has never been so relevant.
We are very necessary also now from the EU 2020 strategy point of view. Now the local development and how they are phrasing it, community-led local development, is suddenly in a very big role.
Now I think that there is a growing interest to engage in LEADER activities, and it is very promising also for next period.
Because LEADER is about people, local partners becoming key players in steering the future development of their area from the bottom up.
I saw potential for creating something that would give people a sense of community and bring them together in that spirit. And to that end, we sought funding from West Cork LEADER, and they responded by saying that they would give us 150,000 if we met all the requirements.
This is really the core added value of LEADER for any area and for the national government as well, because this makes local actors and institutions empowered enough and knowledgeable enough and motivated enough to make the difference that they think will move them forward.
It generally has been inspiring, and it has brought together different groups like the active retired, parents with young toddlers who in a rural community can be quite isolated.
Well, it's great. We play, we play a lot, and the mums get a chance to sit down, have a chat, which is rare. So I'm in the countryside, and you know, you do feel a little bit isolated, particularly for me because I don't drive. There's a lovely local community, but you know, you're a bit limited.
I'm retired from a company I worked with for over 30 years. So I got a job here, then a half day, every day of the week, like 5 days. So it's great because like I live within 2 or 3 miles and it's something to do. Yeah, it's very good actually. I'm delighted to get it, you know. When you're working all your life, it's hard to sit around.
You love to turn up. There are about 10 or 12 of us, I suppose. And you know, if one is missing, you'll be concerned in case they were sick or if there was something wrong. It's a wonderful community spirit, and that's the important thing. And I suppose as you grow old, as I am old, it's lovely to have somewhere to come to and something to do, an interest.
These young mothers or these unemployed people and these successful growth businesses and so on.
This is Leader in Action. It's doing that exact thing about being able to communicate from the bottom to the top. It's about practitioners and those of us involved, real people from real communities, having the tools, having the right to be involved and taking responsibility and being accountable for what we do for our communities.
Leader funding was very important because without it we would not have been able to proceed. So in every community there is potential for developing the natural resources of that community, and it's going to be for the benefit of their children that they would look for those opportunities and seek help in developing them.
But none of this happens without you, because Leader is also about partnership.
Indeed, the acronym for LEADER is links between actions. So it's about establishing those links so that people and the instruments and the organisations can work together better.
We know we all need to feel that we share responsibilities and risks, and it's not the LAC job to do something and the paying agency and the managing authority looking from a distance.
Because Leader works best when we all work together.
An analogy I use when I'm working with new local action groups, we use a flock of geese flying in the V formation. They go further together. They cooperate with each other. The bird in front gives a lift to the bird behind. They don't have one single leader. The birds always change. They look after each other. So, stronger together? You bet.
We have to see more managing authorities and more of parts of the triangle, paying agencies, managing authorities, sitting together with the LAGs, discussing the same issue. And if we succeed that, and when we succeed that, that's going to be the success.
I think that the target group is not only the LAGs, but it's in many cases also the managing authorities. And we hope that they take this seriously.
I've been working in Leader now for 20 years. It's intensely fulfilling. We're telling it how it is. And we're doing things for ourselves and for our kids, for the future. That's Leader.
Leader going further together.